What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Steel City Boys. I'm your host, Zach, with my boy, Jared. How
Hey,
you
what's going on, everybody?
doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, loving the background, man.
Yeah, thank you. Took a little time, little technology challenged, but we got there and got even got the shirt too for what episode
6
six.
already, man. Already, it's
Yeah,
crazy. It's
I
time for
know.
having fun, right? A lot going on.
Oh, oh, absolutely. How's the beach treating you out there?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm an island boy.
Yeah.
No copyright there, right? There's no. Okay.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Yeah, no copyright infringement, Island Boys. I'm not taking anything away from you. Just giving you a shout out.
Especially not their OnlyFans money. They can keep that shit.
Right, yeah, no, I mean, we got the beach background here, setting the mood for the OnlyFans, so I guess,
Yeah. Just
I
need some chicks running out.
just need like a Corona, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude,
You have Snoop Dogg and Tony Romo clink.
yeah, I forgot about that commercial, honestly. It's like what is it? My Vida, Las Vida. It's like he's
Yeah.
like, it was incredible. Lee man. He's like,
Yeah.
Make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No, it was incredible.
Oh.
Lee bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I love Snoop Dogg, man. What a
he's so
great.
funny. Oh, he's definitely one of the greatest for sure. Yeah, a lot happening, man. I mean, oh, that game last weekend. I mean, that was just like I think horrible is too nice of a word to be honest with you. I think
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett like had I think probably the worst passer rating of any quarterback. Although honestly, Daniel Jones actually didn't score a single touchdown, so it's like
Only begun to unwrap what they're going to do from a pressure standpoint. I know they have a bunch left on that play sheet.
at least there was that. I mean, they got spanked 44-0 by the Cowboys.
Yeah. No, that was worse. I mean, I didn't think the Steelers could be outdone by that, but oh my God, 40-0. Whew.
Yeah, like it's a lot of week one upsets in the NFL though. It's like, Cincy losing to Cleveland, the New York Jets losing Aaron Rodgers in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the big
What
upset from the Jets.
what devastation for the Jets. I mean, it was like everybody was pumped. It was like Aaron Rodgers, 9/11. Everybody was like emotional. It's like, here we go. And 4 snaps, torn ACL, and it just really hurts your heart to see that.
Dude, OJ like was the biggest dick, dude. He was like, "Oh man, New York just doesn't have good luck on 9/11." I'm like,
He said that?
"Yeah, dude." I'm like, that's
That's fucked
I
up.
don't know if I should like laugh or be like, "Yo, like what the fuck?"
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like you can't make that joke.
And that kid learned a lot from Aaron. Unfortunately, 9/11 is just a bad date for New York, you know.
Yeah, man, a lot of week one upsets. I mean, I'll give them the Steelers the benefit of the doubt, man. It's 1 week. The Niners are, dude. I think they're going to be in the NFC title game again. Like I know it's only,
Yeah.
one, but that's a solid ass team, man. Like
Oh,
Brock
definitely.
Purdy, that kid is unreal, and that
Yeah.
team is unbelievable. That Ayuk guy and Debo Samuel and plus Christian McCaffrey, they're stacked.
Hmm.
Like the bottom line is they're just a stacked team. The
That's
Steelers, they used to be that way, but I'll be honest, man, I'm not too confident in the Steelers right now. I know it's only 1 week, but it's pretty
yeah.
tough.
We'll see what happens. Good old Kenny Prickett. We'll see what he's
Kenny,
capable of.
Kenny, small hands, small dicket.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, 1 week. We'll see what happens for sure. But no, hey, again, everybody, happy to have you back. Happy everybody's going to be joining us again. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button below. We'd love to hear again your feedback and your comments on what you want to see. Today, we're really just going to be talking about, I think, what a lot of 99% of people or a lot of what society is nowadays. There's a lot of MLMs out there, right? And there's
Mhm.
a lot of scam companies out there. And today's episode is really just going to be going over the dangers of it. We're going to be first talking about the definition and structures of multi-level marketings, how they create this illusion of success, the financial pitfalls of joining an MLM, the recruitment tactics used in MLMs, the legal and ethical concerns surrounding MLMs, the emotional tolls that it can take on the participants, and strategies for recognizing it. So just kind of get into it right there. I'm going to touch base and just give a definition of what an MLM is. So an MLM is really a business model where participants earn the commissions both for product sales and for recruiting new participants. So really usually starts at the top of the VP, and then below that it's like their manager, and then below them, you know, the pyramid. Pretty much
Yeah,
a legal pyramid scheme is.
yeah, I was gonna say for layman's term, I had to look it up before, and I was like, oh, got it, pyramid scheme. There's a guy on the top, then he has his bodyguards in the middle, and then he has all the plebes doing all the running around, talking with people, customers. Those are kind of the people on the front lines, not making too much, and they're trying to grow to that next level, and it's always an endless cycle of trying to grow, get more, grow, and then you kind of take from the people you got into it, and it's just take. And the guy at the top, he's in Taiwan getting his feet massaged somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely get into more of my story and my experience with it. I mean, I was a college kid and I joined this MLM company that, oh man, it's like they sold me a pipe dream. It's like as a 22-year-old, 23, 24-year-old kid, you think, wow, I could be making $150,000 a year. That's insane. Like I could really change my life. So I definitely drank the Kool-Aid. I'll get into more of that for sure. But some of the famous MLM examples, well known, are Amway, Herbalife, and Mary Kay. You familiar with? You ever heard any of those?
Honestly, no, but let me tell me about it.
Yeah, so I'm not too familiar with Amway, to be honest, but I know Mary Kay is like that makeup kit stuff,
Mm.
and Herbalife is the tea. You know those workout teas that people use, like the green tea,
Mm.
the stuff that looks like diarrhea in a can. Like,
It's not athletic greens, is it?
I think it is. Yeah, I think
Oh
that's,
shit.
you know what I'm talking
I
about.
actually eat that. Yeah, I have athletic greens actually. I like taking it.
Wait. Actually, I might be thinking of something else. Athletic greens. What are you referencing? Because I might be way off.
It's like green powder. It could be a scam. I don't know. I,
Mm.
I enjoy taking it, but it's like the green powder. It's supposed to have like minerals, zinc, keep you alert, focused. All it promises you prosperity. You're gonna get the hottest chick, the best car, all that stuff.
Yeah. No. Okay. Okay.
So I'm getting scammed.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid, bro.
Yeah,
Get
didn't
out
even know it.
now.
Damn it. I'm
Get
gonna
out
pour it
now.
out right now.
Yeah, Amway. I've heard of Amway. I'm about to look it up. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's tough because you don't know. We're all going by marketing. The world's moving so fast. It's impossible to constantly fact check these people. And I'm susceptible as I get older and I'm busier, social life, have responsibilities. You're all over the place. You don't have time to look deep into these companies. So you see some type of advertisement that you say, okay, that looks legit, or it's honestly a manipulation of making you think that you need something that you're lacking in your life. Maybe I enjoy athletic greens. No, not trying to talk shit. Is it a possible scam? I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like that, but it's like, oh, I don't get the best sleep at night. Oh, well, this product will help you sleep the best. Oh, well, let me take that instead of having self awareness and saying, well, I'm on my phone when I go to sleep. I ate a cheeseburger before I went to bed. So there's always more of a simple answer than meets the eye.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, dude. And what stood out to me with what you just said is the attraction factors, right? Why people are pretty much drawn to that, and they typically prey on younger people, like college kids. Because let's be real, I was a college kid. A lot of college kids, they might not be, they don't know shit, so they
Yeah.
figure, okay, yeah, we can prey on them because they're probably susceptible to fall for it. But pretty much the attraction factors, you hit the nail on the head. Why people are drawn to it is the allure of it. This includes working from home, setting your own schedule, and the promise of financial independence. Oh, you can be an entrepreneur, you can take over the world, you can do everything. Dude, so I was with a multi-level marketing company, and I swear to God, dude, they pushed this whole idea of you could be your own boss, you could work your own hours. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, that's perfect. Says I could go to school and I could do that like on the side. But constantly it was like this manipulation of like, do you even care about your business? Do you even care? Where are you? Like, do you want to be successful? Do you want this? Do you want that?
Yeah.
Jesus, like so much for being my own boss.
Mr. Harkin, can I speak to you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
You know, for months you've been hinting that I was in line for that promotion.
And look how hard you've been working.
What, you just lying to me?
Lying? No, Nick. Motivating.
I swear I've had like more flexibility at my full-time job sometimes over the years than that. So there's
Yeah.
just that alluring attraction factor like you hit on. It's like the bait pretty much.
Yeah. No,
Cool, I like
I
to-
actually, yeah, I was looking at some articles too before we started the podcast, just getting a little more familiar. But there was like a seven item list, if you will, of basically like watch out for these things. And one of them was guilting people. Like, do you care? Are you passionate? Like, you gotta want this. Another thing was like almost turning you on your family members. Like, nobody understands you. You gotta, it's like a cult mentality. Obviously, the other things was do the products even work? Are they even quality, or are they just a sham? And then over marketing for not getting really value. A lot of marketing in the products either don't work or they suck.
Yeah, and by the way, there's a fine line I think between sales, legit sales, and a multi-level marketing scam, right? I like who really could benefit from Cutco knives, right? Versus an industry where you're selling, because I'm in sales right now and I believe in the product that I'm selling to prospective customers. I actually sell something that can help them with their business instead of just, hey, drink this tea and you'll be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right? Like install a pipe dream. A lot of it is, yeah, really just this allure and this false narrative of you can have this financial independence and this will change your life. And typically, unfortunately, hell, I drank the Kool-Aid and, I lost some friends because of it, unfortunately, friends that were, fraternity brothers, that lifelong brotherhood. And, I drank the Kool-Aid, unfortunately, and it cost me more than I would like to. So there's definitely an attraction factor. So watch out for that. I mean,
Yeah, well, it happens, man. You're young, you're learning. I mean, you drank the Kool-Aid. I'm still drinking green, athletic greens. So I'm
yeah,
far. Now I'm not giving up. It's not a Ponzi scheme, all right?
no, yeah, and
Just teasing.
the green tea, I'm not even trying to bash it because there are benefits to it, but I think, dude, you really need to like have somebody from Herbalife knocking on your door. I could get that shit on GNC online or on Amazon and be like, look, I could get this for like $20 versus like 200 that you're trying to sell.
Right. Well, what's really interesting, and I don't have any statistics, but this is just critically thinking about our world. Isn't it interesting that one, like we all want some magic potion, magic solution. We all want instant gratification. And then two, like our world is made up of like you said, makeup, health, fitness, vitamins. We're all obese. Like in the US, we're all fat pieces of shit, myself included. And it's just like, isn't it kind of interesting that everything is related to health?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm such a proponent of health, but I think there's other ways to market and advertise it rather than just getting on and saying, oh, this will change your life. You'll look like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, being a salesman, being in sales and doing, drinking the multi-level marketing Kool-Aid, I've definitely noticed there's a difference. There's a big difference. One is you're actually selling value in legit sales versus an MLM where you're just like, let me recruit all my friends and family and sell my soul to the devil to make a buck, right?
Right. And it's not even that much selling your soul to the devil, you know? It's like,
I
okay,
think
I'll sell my soul for
better off.
a good price.
I think at that point you might be better off than joining an MLM. Nah, I
Yeah.
definitely don't want to encourage that, but yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird, which definitely leads me into my next segment. Another point I'm talking about is this illusion of success, this glamorous image. So MLMs often showcase this image of successful individuals driving luxury cars, vacationing in exotic locations, living in beautiful homes with their promotional materials. Oh, you could change your life. It's like half the
Yeah.
time I rent those cars, half the time, I don't know. There's definitely that.
If you gave me $1,000 today, I could probably make a video with a car I rent out. I'll get a bunch of stacks of fake money. I'll hire a couple women for like an hour. I'll have a photo shoot. I'll say, hey, if you work hard like me, if you take my advice, look at all the stuff you can have. And then as soon as that guy goes, cut, then I'm like, all right, everybody get paid, get the fuck out of here. And I'm sleeping under a bridge.
Yeah, I mean, and a real life story from this when I joined that company, I mean, there was just so much. I again drank the Kool-Aid, seeing Lamborghinis and nice suits and all this, and people posting, "Oh, this is what I made in 1 month of 12 grand." Of
Yeah.
course, any young college kid or anybody really could look at that and be like, "Whoa!" It's it's really a lot of it is false advertisement.
Yeah. It's like we said
Um,
too. When you're coming out of college, we're already extremely behind the eight ball considering all the debt. So it's like, oh, I have a shitload of debt. I need to make money. I want a job. And then you get handed this fake opportunity of like, look at all the money you can make in the life you have. I completely understand why people can fall for that or at least pursue it and see like, is this a real thing? And sometimes the best failures, you learn from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's at this point all what I can learn from. And this, I hope this is helping our listeners, and especially the younger generation than us, than we're going to college or thinking about it. If it's too good to be true, chances are it most likely is. Another thing they try to get you on is, oh, you can have all this success and you can do this, but we just need a startup fee of $1,000 or like
Mm,
startup fee of a couple $100. Red flag. Just fair
yeah.
warning to everybody out there. Any company, any legit company that wants you, you should not have to pay for anything for them to recruit. They should pay for everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a lot. In companies now, they try to screw their employees certain ways. I know I was talking to my one coworker from a past, I guess he's a past coworker, but they were making his wife pay for parking, and they wouldn't pay for her gas, and she's traveling all over the place. I think it's just important that people critically think before they get in and don't be afraid to be confrontational with other employers or with your employer and not being like aggressive but be reasonable and be like this isn't right, like you're paying me to travel here or to do this or you promise this and it's not happening. I feel like people have to stand up for themselves a little more when these employers push them around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get being an entrepreneur, but again, there's a fine line. There's a huge difference of being an entrepreneur and having MLMs companies say, "Oh, you can be an
Hmm.
entrepreneur." Like, no, you're really not because you're still answering to somebody in your higher up in your hierarchy. I mean, there were so many times, dude, I was manipulated and pressured of, "Oh, do you even care? Do you even have the drive or this and that?" It's like, wait a minute. I feel like a real entrepreneurship and real strategies are, hey, you know what? This is my business. I don't answer to anybody. That's true entrepreneurship to me instead of getting manipulated and having to drink the Kool-Aid of the higher ups to say, oh, yeah, we need you here. Where are you? It's like at that point, dude, you're still an employee almost.
Yeah.
Like, so there's
Yeah,
definitely a
it's
fine line between entrepreneurship and multi-level marketing. Again,
Yeah, it. Go ahead.
oh no, you're saying?
No, I just think we're all obsessed with this instant gratification thing, and that's due to the culture environment. And let's be honest, we're all just naturally lazy. If you could make $100 doing 10 minutes of work, you'd probably do it. But it's not the reality. You got to grind. You got to eat shit. That's just how the work the world goes. Nobody wants to accept it, but you got to eat shit. You got to be smart. You got to be aggressive in terms of what you want, and don't feel afraid of. I don't know. A job's a job. If you have to move on, go to another job, see what's right for you, and try to find that sweet spot.
Yeah, there's no such thing as get rich quick. True
Hmm.
wealth, I think, takes time. It definitely takes time to grind and develop and really see the fruits of your labor, not just a quick buck.
Hmm.
There's kind of getting to hear psychological tactics that they use. They MLMs, such as leveraging the testimonials and success stories of, oh, I started from the bottom and I came from nothing, poor kid, and was from here, and now I'm changing my life and I retired my parents. It's all the Kool-Aid, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it was funny. I was talking to my brother-in-law the other day, and he was telling me about a book that I'd like to read. It's called Everybody Lies, and I think it's by Stephen something. I forget the name, but we can post it in the description. It basically talks about how everything is false marketed. This was a summary, but and even like big data in tech and how people lie about who they truly are. But when we go on the websites or social media, we actually tell the truth. But to your point, it's just kind of like people make shift ideas and we all lie to each other all day long. And what's a better story to have a CEO say, "Oh, I was a poor kid, I came from nothing, and I worked hard," or you find out he's a trust fund baby and he started off with $10 million in his pocket. So
Right. I mean, a lot of these so-called success stories, they've had something that has helped them get there. And kind of leads me into my next segment. And by the way, we hope this is helping everybody. Drop your comments, what you want to, what are your thoughts on it, what you'd like to see moving forward, us to be talking about. Again, we want to make these podcasts to really, I know, Jared, you weren't involved in any MLM, but I was. And so stuff like this and just tips and financial advice to the younger crowd to help you avoid some of the mistakes I made. So again, if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to this video. We want to see your comments as well. This leads me to my next segment too, the financial pitfalls, the hidden cost behind it too, right? I just talked about how there's risks associated, including the initial investment costs, the mandatory purchases, the training fees, the concrete costs involved, such as the starter kits, and oh, you need $100 or you need to pay for this. You can make so much money. We just need $1,000 up front. Again, malarkey.
yeah.
That's what they should be. Yeah, it's again, any company that really wants you should be paying for you. Anything that you have to pay into, I learned the hard way. You lose more money than you gain. So
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's the whole point of working for somebody. You work for them to provide a service for some type of client. We're all people just servicing other people. But the reality is we are getting paid to do a job for the company. We should never have to pay for what we need to do for that company. Makes no sense. I was never part of that, but I just get upset when companies don't fill out expense reports or help people out to help them do the fucking job they're hired to do.
yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, I get there's some people that'll debate me and say, "Oh, well, it's just like being an entrepreneur. You have to invest in your business." Yeah, that's true, but that's your investment towards what you're passionate about, right? I don't want to spend $1,000 on a bunch of boxes of Cutco knives or something that I don't really care about. I get there's, as an entrepreneur, you have to invest some money in your business, but again, I think there's a huge difference between being an entrepreneur and joining an MLM company that says, "Oh, you're an entrepreneur," and that's another manipulation tactic too. They use is of what the hidden costs of. Well, you're going to have to invest money. Don't you want to be an entrepreneur? You're going to have to invest money in your business eventually. But again, there's a difference. When I'm investing in my business, it's my business. I don't have someone breathing down my neck, drinking the Kool-Aid. It's like you really don't have that much freedom that you think in MLM.
Yeah. Well, correct me if I'm wrong because I've never been a part of it, but two sides of the coin. One, you'd be like, you'd have your own business. So you would set up, you're pretty much your own boss. It's up to you. Sink, you're either going to swim or sink. But with this pyramid scheme stuff, it sounds like people from top are constantly putting pressure on you. So is this even really your own business like they are falsely advertising?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. It's the short answer is no. I mean, I don't believe so. With my experience in it, is I, a lot of these big events they have too is companies that want to sell these tickets and push their products so they can make money. So
Right.
yeah, to answer your question, no, I don't think so. I think it's just to make the company money.
Yeah, no, maybe I'm a pessimist, but I get so sick of hearing all these people saying like all these miraculous background stories. I came from nothing, or I overcame this, or I did this. Wow, isn't that great? They fucking embellish. And here's the thing, everybody starts off in a different moment, different things. Everybody has their own problems and their things they overcome. So what makes you so special? You know what I mean? It's just like there's a lot of average people out there, not average, but there's a lot of just common people who have worse shit happen to them and they had to grind and made themselves better than this person who just lies and embellishes everything.
Yeah, and again, it kind of leads me to that next point of like the high pressure of sales tactics using like such as encouraging, buy more, keep investing into your business than they actually have. And this is just going to lead you to more debt and financial hardships. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some legit MLM companies that you can make money on, but it's like, I'll tell you what, it's you can lose a lot more than you gain. I mean, from breaking down my expenses and looking back on it, I definitely spent a lot more money than I gained. And it cost me more than just money, right? It cost
Yeah.
friendships. I mean, unfortunately, they'll never look at me the same again. And heck, if any of them, if any of my fraternity brothers are listening, I'm sorry. Like, I never meant to sell out, right?
Man, you might be the jackass of the week.
Yeah, hey.
No, but in all seriousness, it's interesting, and I'm just listening to what you're saying. If from a layman's term, as myself, it almost seems like these pyramid scheme companies and the appeal of gambling, like betting in these pyramid schemes, seem like the same psychological link. And what I mean by that, it's like, okay, you put $100 on roulette and you lose it. Same thing with this pyramid scheme of like, you got to invest in your business. Well, you lose it. A gambler would be like, well, of course you lost it. You can't win every time. You got to bet more. If you want to invest more to win more, that's how the game works. And it almost seems like a pyramid scheme is kind of the same of like, of course you're going to lose money. Of course you're investing in your business. But once you hit big, you're going to hit big. And it's like, well, most people are probably not going to hit big.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head for sure. And that kind of leads me to my next segment of the recruitment trap, right? I think MLMs, they definitely rely heavily and they emphasize on recruitment and as a means of earning income. I this is one thing I learned too is a lot of them will say, oh, well, every organization recruits like the NFL or every job recruits. It's like, yeah, but there's a difference, right? In the NFL, they're paying you, okay, we're going to start you off at a signed contract of free rookie deal of $5 million, so to say. It's like there's a big difference. Whereas MLMs, it's like that's your primary means of earning income. Whereas, hey, Jared, like I'm gonna recruit you and you recruit other people, and every person you sign up, you get money, and then every person you bring in is I get the money, and it's the pyramid. So
Yeah, no,
definitely watch out for these companies that have you just want to recruit, 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 recruit. Again, there are legit insurance companies like Family First Life that recruit and also like train their employees, and they actually have leads that you can buy. I think that's probably the only legit one I can think of.
hmm
But other than that, there's so many other ones that are like Ponzi schemes of just, oh, the more people you bring on, you make a buck and I make a buck. So it's that recruitment emphasis and that pyramid like structure.
right. And it's the fact too, like other companies, they definitely want recruitment or referrals to a degree, but it sounds like these pyramid schemes, it's like we want anybody. Oh, you have blood running through your veins. You'd be perfect for this idea or this product.
Oh yeah, and as a college kid, I mean, I was told that too. Of oh, you'd be perfect for this. You're young and hungry, and you want to be an entrepreneur someday. Like, yeah, that's the Kool-Aid. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course. I'm going to be in debt next I graduate, making an extra 12 grand a month part time. Like, hell yeah, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
Who's
Yep. Beats having like a second job as a dishwasher or walking dogs or all kinds of crazy shit college people have to do nowadays.
oh, and you can make so much money, Jared, quickly. The thing is, there ain't no such thing as quick money. I had a mentor
Yeah.
actually tell me one time, fast money leaves fast and slow money leaves slow. So
Huh? I
I think
like
there's
that.
definitely a fine line between that and the saturation and recruitment difficulties. Like the recruitment heavy model can lead to market saturation, making it extremely challenging for new recruits to find potential customers or recruits. I mean, there's so much. For example, I mean, I, when I first got into that, I mean, it was so hard to recruit other college kids and recruit other friends of that tried to warn me and say, "Hey, it's MLM dude, don't do it." And at first, I thought, oh, they just don't see the value. They're young college kids. Like I'm above them,
Mhm.
but it's it's challenging, man, because not everybody's going to see the same value that you are. They're not going to see the same benefits that you are, and it'll cost you friends. It cost me for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, if you keep talking bad about Athletic Greens, I'm walking out.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't definitely definitely lost friendships for sure though due to aggressive recruitment tactics. The personal toll this can take on people is just it's again it'll cost you more than money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like any company that emphasizes you just have to recruit to make the buck. Yeah, it's I don't know.
I wouldn't want to be a part of well, take that back. Construction's pretty much like recruit in terms of needing bodies, but not to that degree. Not every single person can do construction on somewhat level, but
And there's such a contradiction too, dude. When I first started in the MLM company I was a part of, they emphasized, okay, you can do it part time and build your way as you go. I'm like, okay, bet. The first like you, a couple of trainings, you had the mentors and leaders saying like, those of you waiting to go full time, what are you waiting for?
yeah.
Waiting for? Do you care? Do you want this? And as a young guy, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm drinking the Kool-Aid here and I'm being manipulated. That's not a real leader, in my opinion. You should never have to manipulate somebody to lead them. I think you're a shitty leader if you have to do that.
Yeah, well, there's a psychological tactic to all this. Like if you really look behind the curtain of the guy who's actually pulling the machinery. They put up these people, and it's like you gotta be energetic, you gotta be super fired up. And I've seen this in person too. You go to all these conferences, and these people are just like, "Hey, you can do it too," and I'm fired up, and this is how I did it, and let's go. And they feed off of these people's emotions. All it takes is a couple people to get excited. Oh my God, I have to do this. And then you're sitting it, everybody's standing, you're all feeding off each other. It's just like a sports game. It's the same mentality and psychological, uh, I don't know, want to like trick that sports do, concerts do. You feed off of these people, you get all excited. That person walks off the stage and is like, fuck these people.
Yeah, I mean, it's leads to the next segment too here. We talked about the legal and ethical issues. I'm sure you heard of that Ponzi scheme. There's like that famous one that pretty much, and that's the difference too between there is, I will say, MLM versus a pyramid scheme. There actually is a difference.
Really?
MLM is legit. I mean, they are selling legit products and services, whereas a pyramid scheme is, okay, you bring me these people, I'm gonna pay you for that, and then they bring more people. That's just all a scam right there. If
Mm-hmm.
you just get making money off simply bringing people in, that's a straight scam without actually selling a product. Not that I'm saying MLM is any better, really. It's pretty much like a legal pyramid scheme, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
So there's definitely a differentiation from legitimate direct sales. So direct sales companies versus illegal pyramid scheme companies. So there's definitely some companies that sell actual like products and services versus ones that just have you recruit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And why would you want to set yourself up for that and have these legal and ethical issues?
Yeah, I feel like everybody gets caught in that dream, and it happens to everybody legally and illegally. I think sometimes you get so caught up in trying to achieve a goal, and maybe that's money, maybe that's fame, maybe that's uh, freedom, maybe that's a new car, whatever it is. You get so caught up and you almost lose your ethics, because in order to reach that goal, if you have to cut the corners, if you have to manipulate some of the people that you love, if you have to do certain things to achieve that goal, some people go that route. A lot of people go that route because we get so caught into it, we forget to take a step back, and it's just kind of like, hey, let's have a little taste of reality. Remember why you're doing this. It's not always about all the power, the money. You wanted a better life, but you don't have to ruin your life in the process.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I that last part really hit the heart, man, of like ruining your life. You could potentially ruin your life with an MLM company. I almost did. I'm honestly happy. Like I got out like years ago before it got even worse.
Yeah.
I lost friends that I never wanted to lose. Now, I will say some of my fraternity brothers, a couple of them were douchebags. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was not
fuck them.
it really was not a loss anyway. They were just, whether I was in the MLM company or not, they were just shitty human beings anyway. And
Yeah, yeah.
you know, toss
No.
them beer on their ass anyway.
Yeah. Now you're on a private beach and you're fucking crushing it. So where are they at?
Right, baby. Yeah, where's my mojitos?
Yeah.
I
My
honestly should have brought like
cervezas.
a Corona on with me. I was drinking two Coronas earlier too. I should have saved one for this. This would have been like the perfect theme.
Yeah, fantastic drink. Meduello too. Very low key, also very good.
Movida, mas vida.
Yeah.
He's like, it was incredible. Oh, Lee bad. Oh.
Oh,
I love that commercial, dude. I think that's for some reason the funniest stuff.
yeah, no, he's an American treasure. You know, his rap songs from the '90s, and then now he just does whatever the hell he wants.
I know. Yeah, I want to have that Snoop Dogg money, but without the scam of getting their You know, with
Well,
Snoop Dogg, like that, even that, for example, like that was he earned it the way he did. He grinded, he wrote music,
yeah,
he started from the bottom. It took him a couple of years, but like now look at him. It's
yeah,
like that is true grinding and true success, in my opinion. I look at an
yeah,
entrepreneur who has a business, like, oh, they have their own business, they have their own products, like they're not an MLM scam. That to me is legit. And
yeah. And now he's hanging out with Martha Stewart. So
yeah, like yeah, this leads me to the next last segment here of recognizing and avoiding the MLMs. So spotting MLMs include like recruitment heavy, like I mentioned earlier, high upfront costs, and really unrealistic income claims. So for example, when I got recruited from that company, it's okay, yeah, there's a startup fee of like $250, and then you could make so much money. All you got to do is just call your friends and family and get them on board, and then you'll start having an agency to recruit these and sell these insurance products. And the thing is, though, like I learned a lot on the insurance aspect of the life insurance and the benefits of that. That was the only thing I could take away from it is there's definitely different investment vehicles to put your money into, but the people I lost along the way, it's like that's the part that wasn't worth it to me.
yeah,
And just the manipulation of it of, oh, what do you really want from this company, Zach? Like, what do you really want to do? Like, bro, I'm like 22 years old. I barely like I'm just trying to figure out half the time where my next freaking meal was coming from when I was still in,
right.
right. And you're asking like, oh, do you care? When are you gonna go full time? Do you even care about your business? Die.
Yeah, I barely care about myself, asshole.
Yeah, I'm trying to freaking like grind and make finish my degree for God's sakes without having a mental breakdown from class. And you're
Right.
selling me the Kool-Aid of, oh, you can just do this part-time and on your own schedule. I'd be getting like texts in class like, hey, where are you? Where are you? Do you care about your business? I'm like, I'm in class, dipshit. I just
Yeah.
told you about this like when I first signed up.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to listen to Dr. Grove tell me that tigers are cats.
Right, yeah. Dude, you remember? Yeah, Dr.
Oh yeah, I remember Dr. Grove.
Oh, and that's, you know what, we talked about that last week in our segment. Talk about the biggest pyramid scheme, I think, in America is colleges.
That's true.
Oh, like talk about investments in your future.
Invest this.
Yeah, really. All this thousands of
Yeah,
dollars
it's
on
true.
that. But yeah, it was all worth it because now I have a piece of paper that says I'm not stupid.
Right. Yeah, but I'm still stupid, but it says I'm not. Then when I tell people, look at this piece of paper, they go, here, that's a nice piece of toilet paper. Welcome to the real world. You're
Well,
like,
yeah, now I'm in
cool.
debt, and so I guess I'm not too smart anyway. Yeah,
Right.
alternatives is look, there is entrepreneurship without resorting to MLMs. You can post YouTube videos for God's sakes and make $500 a day. Pursuing traditional, there's nothing wrong with pursuing a traditional job of starting a 9 to 5 and working your way up and then working on a business on a side.
Yeah,
I,
I think that's the key to especially younger people, boomers, Generation X, millennials that are like older. They had a much easier, like the economy was better, jobs, they could buy a fucking house at 20, pay off their student loans by their 22. But now I think you just kind of have to grind. You have to have a stable first job. And then yeah, there's a lot of people that are distracted today and work on a side hustle. Even if it's something fun, I would say don't always do it for the money. If it's something fun and you enjoy, because most people don't enjoy their jobs anyway. Why would you have two jobs that you hate? So that's my 2 cents.
you hit the nail right on the head, dude. Is I hated showing up to that thing every day. It's like a real business and real passion should be something you love doing on the side, like you said, and have passion doing it. If you don't have it, then what the hell are you doing there? I mean, I hated my life when I was with that company, when I was with that MLM agency. It freaking ruined me. There's all this social anxiety and conforming to it's just an emotional toll that it can bring on you.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure. And there's, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. You're good.
I just feel like there's nothing worse than doing a job that you hate. Like you're just gonna run yourself into the ground. And you know what? If you're not financially stable, if you need to stick around for a little bit, find some type of way out of it because life is way too short to be hanging around a job you hate, people you dislike. If it's just an unethical, terrible situation, this might not be the best advice, but I'm going to say it. Don't be afraid to like just blow it all up. Say, I quit. I'm going to move somewhere else. I'm going to figure it out because sometimes the best situations are cutting that safety net. Life's too short. Just get out of those bad situations.
Watch out for the manipulation of MLM saying like, "Oh, you won't find an opportunity like this anywhere else." It's like newsflash, we're in the United States of America. This is literally the land of opportunity. There's definitely different way. There's just a ton of ways to make money, make millions, dude. You don't have to just join an MLM and that's a
Yep.
manipulation and a fear tactic. They try to like suck you in. And I'm glad I left, man, because I'd rather do stuff like this with a podcast and like grind and build it from the top with you or from the bottom and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
This is fun to me. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Not just like showing up like I hate my life. I hope to
Yeah.
mess it through so I can try to get a buck. So yeah, I mean, hey, listen, we appreciate everybody again. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Look, don't drink the Kool-Aid of MLMs. There is so much opportunities. Yeah, there's so many opportunities out there that you can make legit money with. It's not the end all be all, I promise you.
Yep, I think we said it all. I couldn't agree more. And just critically think. And in today's environment, don't let people manipulate you. You have to take yourself as the number one priority because everybody else is just going to take advantage of you. So make sure the situation is right. Make sure you enjoy what you're doing. Make sure you critically think and sift through the bullshit because there is just too much shit out there that to handle.
Absolutely. You absolutely hit the nail right on the head. Well, hey, everybody, go ahead and again, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave your input in the comments section. We'll see you next time. Peace.